Hello learners, today we're discussing a major global news story that's affecting millions of workers worldwide. Artificial intelligence is rapidly changing the job market, and we'll learn English while exploring this important topic. This isn't just technology news, it's about people, economies, and our future. Let's begin. In 2024, major tech companies like OpenAI, Google, and Meta have deployed AI systems that can perform tasks previously done by humans. According to recent reports from the International Labor Organization, AI could affect up to 300 million full-time jobs globally within the next decade. This is a real, measurable concern affecting the world economy. Let's learn the key vocabulary word, displace. To displace means to remove someone from their job or position. Example from our news story, AI is displacing workers in customer service, coding, and writing. Another example, the new technology may displace thousands of administrative staff. Notice how displace is more formal than simply saying fire or remove. Countries around the world are responding differently to AI job losses. In Europe, governments are implementing new regulations. In the United States, there are calls for retraining programs. Asian countries like Singapore and South Korea are investing heavily in AI education to prepare their workforces. Now let's explore the phrase job market. The job market refers to the supply and demand for workers and jobs. From our story, the job market is shifting rapidly due to AI adoption. Another example, young people are concerned about the job market for their careers. We also use labor market as a synonym. Both phrases mean essentially the same thing. Companies claim they're creating new jobs while eliminating old ones. According to World Economic Forum reports, while AI might displace 85 million jobs by 2025, it could create 97 million new roles. However, these new jobs often require different skills, leaving many workers behind. Let's learn the important phrase, upskilling. Upskilling means learning new skills to stay competitive in your job or industry. Example from the news, workers need upskilling programs to transition to AI-era jobs. Related word, reskilling means completely changing your skill set for a different job. Many factory workers require reskilling for tech sector employment. In India, tech companies are reducing hiring significantly. IBM, for example, announced plans to replace 8,000 jobs with AI systems. Meanwhile, countries like the Philippines and Indonesia are seeing increased offshore AI training work, where people label data for AI models. This creates a complex, unequal global situation. Now, the idiom level the playing field appears frequently in discussions about AI. This phrase means to make conditions equal for everyone. Example, some argue that AI regulation will level the playing field for smaller companies competing against tech giants. Another use, education programs can level the playing field for disadvantaged workers entering the AI economy. Governments are proposing solutions. The United Kingdom is considering AI taxes to fund retraining programs. Brazil has proposed rules requiring companies to notify workers 60 days before implementing AI that might eliminate jobs. The European Union's AI Act represents one of the strictest regulatory frameworks in the world. The word transition is crucial in this discussion. Transition means moving from one state or job to another. From our story, workers face a difficult transition from traditional jobs to AI-era roles. We also see smooth transition requires government support and retraining. The verb form, many employees are transitioning their careers into tech fields. The World Economic Forum highlighted a concerning statistic: women and lower-wage workers face higher displacement risk. AI systems are particularly effective at automating routine tasks like data entry, customer service, and basic coding, jobs that employ many women and younger workers. This could worsen existing economic inequality. Let's examine the phrase "at risk." This means something is in danger of being harmed or lost. Example, customer service jobs are at risk due to AI chatbots. Another, are middle-class careers at risk in the AI revolution? We can also say in jeopardy or in danger, but at risk is the most common in business and news English. Tech companies are taking different approaches. Some, like OpenAI, have established AI safety teams. Others are investing in corporate training programs. Meanwhile, many developing nations worry they'll be left behind in the AI race if they don't compete for tech talent. This creates competing pressures on governments worldwide. Now we learn the important phrase, the bottom line. This idiom means the most important point or the final outcome. Example, the bottom line is that millions of workers need support during this AI transition. Another, companies say they're creating jobs, but the bottom line is many existing workers will lose income. It's very common in business and news. UNESCO and the International Labor Organization are calling for urgent action. They recommend investing in public education, supporting adult learning programs, creating social safety nets, and establishing AI ethics standards. Without these actions, they warn, global inequality will dramatically increase, affecting billions of people in developing nations, especially. The phrase safety net is important here. A safety net is a system of social support to help people in difficulty. From news, countries need stronger safety nets to help displaced workers. Another example, without adequate safety nets, families will suffer economic hardship. The term comes from circus nets that catch falling performers. It symbolizes protection. Recent reports show that companies rolling out AI are posting record profits, while worker wages remain stagnant. This wealth concentration is a major concern for economists and policymakers. The question becomes, how should AI's productivity gains be distributed fairly across society? This debate will define our economy for decades. We've learned several key English terms today. Let's review. Displace, remove from job. Job market, supply and demand for workers. Upskilling, learning new skills. Reskilling, changing careers. Level the playing field, make things equal. Transition, move from one situation to another, at risk, in danger. The bottom line and safety net support system. These phrases appear constantly in discussions about AI and global economics. As we conclude, remember this. Understanding global news like the AI job displacement crisis helps you build advanced English skills while becoming a more informed global citizen. This story is still developing. Watch for news about government regulations, new job sectors, and worker support programs emerging throughout 2024 and beyond. Key takeaway: when you read or watch international news about technology, economics, or social change, you're simultaneously learning complex English vocabulary and understanding how our world actually works. Keep following this AI employment story. It affects your future career path. Thanks for learning English with real global news today.